So, ladies and gents, we almost didn't have the delightful Rachel Zegler in the Snow White remake lead role. That's right. Apparently, she almost missed out to a newcomer actress. I'd say that was a big mistake, and you probably should have given it to the other actress, basically. But let's dive into this today. Let's take a look. It's always good fun taking a look at these things. So hit subscribe if you're new here. Turn the bell notifications on and give the video a like. Let's go. This movie, you might as well, honestly, you might as well just cancel it. Snow White, Disney's controversial live-action remake, almost featured a different lead. That is right indeed. So not only, ladies and gents, not only is this film mired in controversy because of Rachel Zegler's comments, which, look, it's not actually her fault. I do think, it's kind of her fault. I do think anyone that got this role would have been given the same PR spiel from the marketing team at Disney. I do. I genuinely believe that. There is no way in hell anything that Rachel Zegler is saying isn't by their own playbook and what they wanted her to say. I genuinely, firmly believe that that is the case. Because there's no way that they would allow these things to go on. And this is exactly what they are all about. Absolutely. And you just have to know the story. The story is there's no dwarfs. It's the 7 bandits. Jonathan isn't a prince. He's just a bandit, and it's basically Robin Hood. They're going to take from the rich and give to the poor and lead a revolution because Snow White in this film is a socialist. It's just bizarre. So I think this film would have been a disaster no matter who was in the lead role. But it's fascinating nonetheless. Like I said, even though it's been marred in controversy, do you think this person would have made it better? I don't know. I have no idea. So who is it? Well, it came to light that another actress almost landed the role. So while chatting to the Habermas de Cinecon podcast via Diz Insider, up-and-coming actress Renata Vaker, who has a role in the upcoming Saw X, revealed that she was one of the finalists to play Snow White before losing out on the part to Zegler. And I do wonder, was it Disney? Were they looking for the most insufferable person? Maybe. But it's funny, they were definitely going... FYI, right? This is always one of those things that Snow White, skin as clear as snow, you know, as complexion of Snow White, basically. That's what she's supposed to be. She is supposed to be white. Renata and Rachel Zegler. Very clear that Disney was going for a very specific ethnicity, isn't it? Because it's comical how we always get told, and I always say that's nonsense, and people believe it, we always get told they hired the best person for the job. Doesn't matter that they're doing race swapping. No, they purposely send out casting calls for specific ethnicities, just like they did here. Why? Renata was one of the finalists. Zegler is the lead. They were looking specifically for that ethnicity. So don't believe it when people say we just hired the best person for the role. No. You hired the person that fit the criteria and checked the boxes that you wanted. So said this, we started the casting. I did it. He gave me some annotations. They said thank you, and that's it. I think I needed more to make that decision. Besides, Rachel Zegler is so talented. To me, is like no way Mark Webb directed me. Even if it's just for a casting call. I was Snow White there, and they saw me as Snow White at some point. Maybe one day Disney will call me again to be a princess. Now again, they even note here, the casting call is said to have been open ethnicity. No, they were definitely looking for a Latina actress. So the part was narrowed down to Zegler, a Colombian, and Vaker, a Mexican. Obviously, Disney were looking for a Latina. Absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous that they were looking for a Latina when Snow White, quite literally, you know, the clue is in the name. That is the point of Snow White. How can you call Snow White now? It's going to be on her purity, isn't it? Virgin Snow White. Just Snow White. The just. Anyway, it's nonsense. It's funny. I don't think, like I said, I'm looking at it now. I don't think this person would have made any better comments. They all would have been singing from Disney's playbook. But it's still funny nonetheless. And this movie, again, this movie's not cancelled. It's absolutely not cancelled. It highly likely will be delayed, though. I firmly believe that it will be delayed. And not a small amount. I think it will be delayed a substantial amount, because they're going to want to get their ducks in a row on a new marketing push. They will go back to the drawing board on this. And the reason why they've been so hateful to the original, the movie which made Disney what it is, because a lot of people don't realise Snow White was Disney's first feature animation. It is literally what put Disney on the map. It is what made them a company. But the reason why they've been so hateful to the original, and it's, you know, when I say it, and when you've thought it, you go, yeah, obviously that makes sense. They know full well that they cannot surpass the original. So all they have to do, in their mind, is degrade the original. Belittle it. Belittle it with common sensibility, you know, normal, modern sensibilities. I say normal, it's definitely not normal. It's a hateful approach to life. Oh, he doesn't have to be in love. Oh no, he's a stalker. He's this, he's that. Yeah, we can cut all the men's parts. Like, wow. You nasty, nasty pieces of work. And this is why Rachel Zegler and, by default, Disney, because it's Disney's marketing department, are now universally hated. Feminists are rising up against the Snow White movie. They're going to have crisis PR, crisis teams coming out going, right, we need to sit down, we need to rework this. And that's why this is going to get delayed. So look, it almost had a different lead, but absolutely they were always going for a Latina actress. And I think that's one of the funniest parts of this, is that all this reveals is that, yeah, they're just blatant lies. Just confirmation that what everyone says, i.e. people that do these kind of YouTube videos, is completely correct. Casting calls, no, it's not open ethnicity. You were looking for a Latina actress. Just be honest. Just be honest. You get, like, it's, we know they're lying. We know they're lying, and they know that we know they're lying, but yet they still lie. It's absolutely baffling to me. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. As always, please do leave your thoughts down below. Love to hear it. Give the video a like and a share. And if you want to check out more content similar to this, I have a podcast which you can find linked in the description box called Mr. H Reviews Live Archives. It's a whole channel. Podcast is the Hcast. We stream Tuesdays and Thursdays. And we also have a range of merch which you can find via my Teespring linked under the video, although it's quite expensive and I'm trying to bring it in-house, so I probably wouldn't recommend you buy anything. But anyway, cheers guys, take care, bye-bye now.